take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
In the shadows of the 59 games that have come before, and after months of blood and sweat and tears, finally, it all comes down to this.
At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Welcome to postseason NFL Countdown presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, and to the room where it happens, in the calm before the storm. Weather going to be absolutely perfect tonight for the final act of an unforgettable football season. The building will be full. The entire world will be watching. And when it's all over, either the Patriots or the Seahawks will stand alone atop the football universe. And we are delighted to be among the very first to say welcome to the Super Bowl.
Wow. Let's go.
This is not an official holiday, but for all intents and purposes, it might as well be. So happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl.
To all who celebrate. Delighted to be with you for the next 4 hours right above the field where the game will be played. Jason Kelsey will be with us as we watch these men on this field, Teddy, tonight in search of the culmination of a lifelong dream.
Man, fellas, how do you describe the day where you're going to play the game that changes your life? I mean, I get emotional just watching that open and seeing all those players that are looking into that trophy and those dreams are achieved. The emotions are overwhelming. How do you deal with the emotions today? I remember getting here hours before the game. I had to get out the locker room. I'm so intense. The intensity is there. The emotions are there. I grab my kids out the stands. I run around on the field. It was like I had to do something because you just know the day is here that your dreams can come true. And right here, I'm with my boys who are at home going to watch this game cheering for the Patriots today, of course, but still, this was me dealing with stress. This was me dealing with intensity. This is me dealing with all the emotions and all the weight that's going on during that day when we played the Philadelphia Eagles there in Jacksonville. So how do you deal with it? Because you know your dreams can come true and you can be a world champion today.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Right there. I remember even as a coach, just sitting in there and seeming, it felt like the game would never come. Like, it's like, golly, I'm sitting. You can't sleep. You can't do anything. You're so damn excited. And you're right. Every kid's dream that's ever played, Pop Warner football, whatever it is, it's about playing in this game.
Yes.
And you know what I want to see? Who's going to be that steps up in these conditions and just plays the game of their life? Because we've seen it. It's not always the superstar that does it. It's a Larry Brown that wins the MVP of a Super Bowl. It's a Timmy Smith who runs for 204 yards in a game. And then on the other side, there's some people that quite honestly wilt in these lights, in this pressure. And that's what makes this game so fascinating. Who's it going to be? I can't wait.
Finding the unsung hero basically wrecks what you're saying, and I can't wait to see who that's going to be today. But bottling your emotion, all this energy that you have, waiting, the anticipation, waiting up to kickoff. I'm just excited for both of these teams because of how they got here. All the noise throughout the regular season. But if there's one player that I want to see bottle all of his emotions, and when this kickoff, let everything go. It had to be a guy like Stephon Diggs. And the reason why, I remember seeing him in the AFC Championship game when the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. All the confetti dropping down. This man right here standing on the losing end of it, where, you know what, after a loss, you expect us to go in the locker room, but he could not believe it. Was Stephon Diggs, you're here now. This is the big game. Super Bowl 60. I can't wait to see it.
Talk about
Randy,
emotions there,
The guy I can't stop thinking about on a similar note is Sam Darnold. I mean, this guy, 5 teams in 8 years, traded and benched and discarded multiple times, and all he has done is win 30 games in the last 2 years. By the way, he's the 8th player in the history of the NFL to do that. And now he has his team at the precipice of history, right? And again, there's bright lights, and then there's this, right? This is just a completely another level. And I think you're completely right. Like, how does it affect you? Who is going to step up, right? Who does it distract? Obviously, we'll play big today.
You talk about changing your life. Sam Darnold, all right, he wins this game today. I mean, he can go from seeing ghosts to seeing his reflection in the Lombardi Trophy.
I
That's
think
what he can go from seeing. Oh, amazing.
I think arguably, if he does it, it's the greatest redemption story in NFL history.
I agree.
What he's been through.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well said,
And
Alex.
Stephon Diggs, there's never been a player who had more postseason receptions and then played in his first Super Bowl. 80 postseason catches for Stephon Diggs before his first Super Bowl. He's waited as long as anybody.
Unleash it, Stephon.
Yeah.
Unleash it.
Special night, obviously. We've had reporters with both teams all week long. Jeff Darlington been with Seattle. He's with us this morning. And Sal Palantonio gets it started covering the New England Patriots. Good morning, Sal.
Good morning, Greeny, and happy Super Bowl Sunday to you and the whole crew. And you knew that I was going to bring the newspaper on Super Bowl Sunday. And here's the front page of the Boston Globe on Super Bowl Sunday. Old foe, new era. These two teams know one another. I asked Mike Vrabel what would be his final message to his football team. And here's what he told me. He told me, enjoy the execution, enjoy the competition, embrace the hard work, and enjoy what we do. Right now, I'm in front of the team hotel here in Santa Clara. Right behind me, there is a breakfast going on in about 3 hours. They have a team meal, and then buses depart beginning at 12:15 Pacific time, and then another round of buses at about 1 p.m. That's the schedule for the New England Patriots. Now let's hear about those Seattle Seahawks from my friend Jeff Darlington. Jeff?
Well, Sal, as the sun comes up here in San Jose, you can feel behind me at the Seahawks team hotel. They are also waking up. We're still about 5 hours away, 11:45 from that first bus of players and coaches leaving. But the plan, the message all week long from head coach Mike Macdonald has been stay loose, stay focused. And I have been around this team and I have seen exactly that. We have seen a very loose team, music often playing throughout the team hotel, but Macdonald saying during meetings they are in fact focused. Little injury update for you. Nick Emanwori, the team's star rookie safety, did roll his ankle on Wednesday, but he was a full participant in practice by Friday. He will not carry an injury designation into this game. He, Greeny, is good to go.
Yeah, critical, obviously, and Drake Maye also has been practicing in full. For those who haven't been following, just quickly, who was an early bus guy and who was the second bus guy?
Early bus.
Early bus.
That's possible.
I got to
Early
get
as
there
possible.
early.
We know it. I mean,
You know me, I'm late, baby.
Extra late bus.
I'm surprised Rex made it by kickoff. All right, it is a day filled with huge stories. It is a day filled with huge stories, and a man who always comes before the first bus leaves is Adam Schefter, who's up with us early. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, Shefty.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, guys. And for the record, we were on the early bus this morning, and we are ready to go on Super Bowl Sunday. And so is Sam Darnold, the Seahawks quarterback who is trying to mount that redemption story that Alex Smith talked about. Redemption in the midst of recovery as well. Has been battling an oblique injury throughout the playoffs, but was a full participant in practice all week long and is off the injury report and ready to go today in what is the biggest game of Sam Darnold's career. No injury designation, so that's good news for him, and he'll be ready to rock and roll later today, as will the Patriots quarterback Drake Maye, who injured his shoulder against the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game. Went down on the play, stayed down for a little bit, but he also does not have an injury designation for today. He also was a full participant in practice throughout the week. This is his first Super Bowl. We'll see how he reacts in the bright lights, but he does feel like he's ready to go. And just in case there's a question with either quarterback, here are the backup quarterbacks going into today. Two men who have lots of experience. Drew Lock in his third season with Seattle. Josh Dobbs in his first season with the Patriots, but 15 career starts. Both men are ready to roll, as is the Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel, who on Friday simulated Super Bowl conditions in the most meaningful way possible. As his team was practicing, an hour into practice, he sent them off the field and he played 14 minutes of music, including 2 Bad Bunny songs that his team could hear during practice. He took them back out on the field, tried to simulate halftime in the longer halftime show. We'll see if any effect that has today, Greeny.
Yeah, he's got obviously a lot of Super Bowl experience. There were 9 players total, only 9 that have played in the Super Bowl that'll be playing in this game tonight. As we continue here, getting you ready, postseason NFL countdown, counting it down all morning long. Sun's about to rise, fans about to get headed out here. Kickoff is coming your way tonight. It's the Patriots and the Seahawks. We're with you, counting it down all morning long on ESPN.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. This is Super Bowl Sunday.
The Pats are back. Drake Maye could become the youngest QB to ever win a Super Bowl today. He takes us back to where it all started.
That's kind of the dream I had as a kid. I can remember, watching the Super Bowl and watching quarterbacks hold up the trophy and be like, man, as a kid, that looks pretty sweet.
Plus, Teddy goes all access with his former teammate Mike Vrabel before the big game.
We've checked a lot of boxes. Whatever we'll need, you guys have done.
And I've got a Super Bowl edition of
You got Moss. You got Moss.
the best catches in the history of the Super Bowl. And I'll take you inside the secret sauce behind.
In the early 2000s, they won 3 of 4. Now they have won 3 of the last 5. Yes, it's still a dynasty.
What's this feeling like? It's up the world. I feel like Rocky right now.
Tonight he'll try to win it against the Carolina Panthers.
The kick by Vinatieri is up, and it is good. Wilson, quick throw, and it's good. Intercepted. Intercepted at the 1. Puts it upfield. Driving forward. Diving to the goal line. And a title for the Patriots. And the Patriots are world champions again. Yes, it's a dynasty.
Believe it or not, they are back. The New England Patriots make their 12th Super Bowl appearance tonight, which is 4 more than any other team in NFL history. Their first win, 2001 season. Teddy ditched the mullet. They went back-to-back in 03 and 04 with Mike Vrabel playing linebacker. And then, of course, New England picked up again, winning 3 more between 2014 and 2018 with Tom Brady when Drake Maye was still in middle school. In this 25-year span, they've played in 40% of the Super Bowls. With a win today, they break a tie with the Steelers for the most Super Bowl wins all time. Drake Maye talked about being part of that legacy with Kimberly Martin this week.
You talk about what's at stake. Is there, not just as a starting quarterback, but a starting quarterback for this franchise, is that part of what is hard?
And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions. Yes, it's a dynasty.
I definitely think the best thing that I try to do is appreciate what the dynasty and the Patriots have done in the past. Putting that extra pressure is kind of not really worth it.
I ain't come this far just to come this far.
Trying to build the 2025 Patriots and make a name for ourselves.
All right, let's talk about Drake Maye. He is 23 years old. He's 35 days older than Dan Marino was when Marino became the youngest quarterback ever to start in a Super Bowl. So no matter how well he's played this year, he was close to winning the MVP. This is not an easy task for someone this young.
No, unprecedented, right? I mean, besides Dan, no one's ever really been in this place before to be this young. I mean, there's quarterbacks in college older than this kid, and here he is playing for the Lombardi, right? And the magnitude of that in the 2 weeks. And you mentioned it here, he's living out of a hotel, and they're practicing at Stanford or San Jose State or wherever. And then how is he going to react to this? And I think somebody that he's going to rely on heavily today that has done an unbelievable job all year is Josh McDaniels. This guy is coaching in his 9th Super Bowl. 9th. He's calling plays for the 6th time in the Super Bowl. Those are the most in history, right? And Drake Maye talked about his offensive coordinator and what he means to him.
Watching old plays and installing plays that they ran is one of the coolest things that we do. I think just seeing how fast he gets the ball out, it's cool to watch that position. I'm playing in the same offense, calling some of the same play calls that he called, and playing for the same offensive coordinator.
Well, here he is. There he is. Josh McDaniels, his offensive coordinator, right, running the same plays that Tom Brady ran. And this is one of Tom Brady's favorite plays. Haas wide juke. What do you know? It's the Super Bowl 53. Who was calling plays? Josh McDaniels.
He was,
what are we going to do? We get a lot of cover 2 by Seattle. Right here, it's Edelman working on a Mike linebacker. What do you know? Easy pitch and catch. The 15-yard catch and run. Right, ball out of your hands. Again, you're going to see it. We go to this year. Right here it is. Haas wide juke. What do you know? Showing up again. This time it's Stephon Diggs working on the Mike linebacker. And again, Drake Maye running it. It's so easily to isolate these matchups. They're going to have opportunities for this today.
So hard.
Here he is again.
So hard.
Ball out fast. I mean, the easiest 15-yard pass of your life. And again, you're going to see it today, right? Josh McDaniels. Don't be surprised if you see that play out here on this field. It matches up well with Seattle. But again, just that experience, right? These guys have been here. Mike Vrabel's been in 4 Super Bowls. They're unfazed by everything that comes with this, and I think that'll have a calming effect on Drake Maye.
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned that. You may see that 20 times. Yeah. All right, I've gone against this guy. Like literally, that's what he does. That, and he'll run snag wheel. It's funny how the game, everybody says how it changed. It's the exact same. And when you're seeing Josh McDaniels, who, by the way, won the Assistant Coach of the Year, and rightfully so, what a job he's done. But it's still 11-on-11 football, and it's amazing how you can plug this young quarterback in, and all of a sudden now, sure, Brady did it because he was there for 100 years. This guy's in his 2nd year of playing. It's absolutely amazing how he does. And the thing, though, that we saw in the regular season, all right, he took 47 sacks. All right, but they had 82 explosives. This postseason, though, something's been a little off. Obviously, the weather's contributed, but he's taken 15 sacks and only has 13 explosives. He's going, in my opinion, against as good a defense as we've seen in a long, long time in this Seattle Seahawks. So this matchup's going to be incredible.
You know, Alex, you was just talking about Josh McDaniels, his 9 appearances, and I look in a game like this, experience versus inexperience. And one thing that Drake Maye has, he has that experience in his coach and Josh McDaniels. You just put that Haas wide juke up there. It's not only a guy like Stephon Diggs, it's a committee that they have. They have guys on the outside, they can do it. They have guys on the inside can do it. You talked about a guy, you showed Julian Edelman, you showed Diggs, but you can't forget about Booty and Douglas.
Yep.
We started the show out earlier talking about the rookie phenom for the Seattle Seahawks, the safety Emma Warrior.
Yep.
He is battling an injury. One thing that I know Josh McDaniels and them going to understand, they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this team. If this man's ankle is bad, I want you to watch the mixed match and see if they can exploit that bad ankle.
Yeah, and I think personality-wise for Josh, what he's been for Drake has been totally special because the interaction on the sideline with I mean, when Drake said, good God, this is hard, I wanted to say, of course it's going to be hard, man, let's go.
Right.
But what Josh gave him, because right before that, Vrabel came up and he's like, okay, we're going to keep chipping away. You got to use your legs. We're going to run the football. I got to go. I'm the head coach. I got to go. Then he confided in Josh, and Josh gave him exactly what he needed in that moment emotionally to get him right up in the head. So that, I think personality-wise, the Vrabel, McDaniel, I mean, all the coaches that have coached him up this year have done a great job.
You said an interesting thing also when we were talking about them leading into this game, which is Dan Marino. I'm old enough to remember when he lost that game against San Francisco. We all thought, oh, my goodness, he'll be back in this thing 5 or 6 times.
Oh, man.
You just never know. So the idea that it's house money because he's so young, that's a mentality they have to guard against.
They cannot think that. They have to think this is the only chance that they will ever have because coming back is not a guarantee. You don't know what next year is, and I know what New England's thinking. Oh, the future's bright. Vrabel's here. We've got a young quarterback. Believe me, that doesn't matter. This may be the shot. They have to capitalize on this today.
So the age and all of that sort of lines up again, the parallel lines of Tom Brady's Patriots and Drake Maye's Patriots. Maye can be the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl in his first career postseason since Brady did it on the 0-1 team. They were underdogs. Teddy, you were there. Super Bowl 36 against the Rams, just like Maye's team is today. Let's go back. February 3rd, 2002 in New Orleans. It was Brady and Kurt Warner. Warner back to throw, and
defenses get gas.
Yep.
And we got a little gas right here.
Patriots decided they were going to go aggressive.
Belief, even when we finally did it, when Adam put it through, I'm on the sideline calling for my mama because I couldn't believe it really happened. It was the first one ever.
There he is.
And then the breakthrough and bring this first one in New England, it was special.
Was there a better big game kicker than Adam Vinatieri? I mean, Congratulations on the Hall of Fame career. Unbelievable.
Only 3 kickers in the Hall of Fame. Vinatieri, one who got there, really won you so many of those big games with late kicks, but none bigger than that. That team was a much bigger underdog, a more significant underdog than this one is tonight. We'll see if the script is similar for these Patriots. Still to come, Jason Kelsey is here with us, and he brought gifts. He is going to bring the best blocks of the entire season. Don't miss who makes number.
There we go.
The always eloquent Jason Kelsey has made his way. Welcome, big fella.
Yeah.
Thank you, Green. Thanks for having me.
Does bring back memories for you, obviously?
Every time. And, I've been fortunate to play in a couple of these, watch my brother play in a lot of them. And every time, the moment that national anthem kicks off, the goosebumps are going to be reared, ready to go. There's going to be guys crying out there, I'm sure. And, it's just nothing like it. It's the best game of the year for sure.
Champion of Super Bowl 52 with those Eagles in the Philly special. And so Sam Darnold will try and join that elite company tonight in the game of his life, and certainly a game that many people did not know he would ever get the chance to play in. He's joined some historic company entering this Super Bowl debut, including the playoffs. He has 30 wins the last 2 seasons. Alex, you touched on it. He's one of 8 quarterbacks ever with 30 wins over a 2-year span, and we're talking about some of the all-time
A lot of gold
there.
jackets on there, Greeny.
That's exactly right,
So
and
what you
some
saying?
still to come. Darnold and his top receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, sat down with our legend, Chris Berman.
Young man, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
We'll kick it around a little bit. This will be more fun.
Let's do it.
Man open, Jackson Smith-Njigba. With his body language, just can't get a beat on him.
He can see it in my eyes. I'm ready for the ball.
Jax does an unbelievable job of getting open. Just a very friendly receiver to be able to throw to.
He's like an ice skater out there when I see him run routes. A lot of receivers, when they run, if they're speeding up or stopping, their shoulder planes will rise or fall. He maintains shoulder plane when he runs his route. It's really hard for any defensive back to get a beat on what he's doing.
Is he sneaky fast? Is he sneaky elusive? Is he
He's
sneaky?
kind of like sneaky all the above.
Okay, sneaky.
Yeah, like
One of
sneaky
those
can run
guys.
past you. Sneaky in and out of the breaks. His body control is ridiculous. Ball skills. He has everything, and it's a heck of a total package.
He's unlike many people that I've played with where, his body language is so friendly. I totally understand kind of where he's going to run a route and what to expect from him coming out of a route. But at the same token, the defense just can't predict it.
Jackson Smith-Njigba is just so good at the move point. He's just so fluid. You just don't know what he's doing.
He was just here and he said, what about JSN? He's got great body language. Is that a big part of it?
Oh, yeah. Just it falls under communication, communicating without verbal communication. He can see it in my eyes, like I'm ready for the ball. When I stop my head, he's going to know that I'm ready for the ball. And just seeing things before it really happens, honestly.
It's a good thing for a receiver to have that ability.
Darnold going up top for Jackson Smith-Njigba. Drops it in the bucket.
JSN going up against the safety. That's what you want. You're done. You're in trouble right there.
The thing about Jax is I feel like he's never running full speed. So when he is running, a defender might think, oh, he's running full speed. And then if the ball's a little out in front of him, Jax is able to speed up, to his full speed and go get the ball.
And Njigba gets on the toes of the DB. It just says, see you later. I'm faster than you.
Jackson, what's the best part of your game?
I would say just to be a problem solver. You know what I'm saying? Whatever look there is, whatever is going on, I'm going to be at the right spot at the right time. I'm going to be open for my quarterback and problem solving, whether that's man, whether that's zone, just making it right, we like to say here.
Great to have Boomer a part of this, and I was enjoying watching you, Randy, watching Jackson Smith-Njigba. There's stuff in that I think maybe not all fans understand about that nonverbal communication and that body language.
Well, the one thing I took from him talking to Boomer, he's just talking about he's a problem solver. One thing that he really meant from that, when you're the number one wide receiver, you get all these defenses thrown at you, double, triple, single, however, but you're still somewhere. So there's still somebody hovering over the top for you. But one thing that I look at Jackson Smith and what he's been able to do is his body language. Coach McDonald said the complete package. I want y'all to look at these two defenders trying to cover him. Look at his upper body versus his lower body. His upper body is just showing the head, but his lower body is still moving at a high speed. Look at the secondary defender for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So today, starting this show out, do you know why I said that Christian Gonzalez better follow this man to the bathroom, Rex?
Yeah.
Because the thing about it, if it's play action, if it's drop back, Sam Darnold is looking for JSE. And one thing that Sam Darnold, Alex, can't afford to do, you can't be late with those throws, but this man is going to create separation tonight. The question is the ball coming on time?
No question. And JSN brings so much energy to this offense. This is a guy that when he gets the ball in his hand is electric. I don't care if it's a one-step hitch in the run game. This guy can do a lot with the ball in his hands. And you're right, he doesn't have many weaknesses. I've been so impressed with the intensity that he's played with all year, right? Like, he's never taken a week off. He has continually showed up for his team. And you're right, he's going to have to problem solve today because 2 weeks to prepare. What are the Patriots going to throw at him? They're certainly aware of what he's done and going to try and take it away.
And then let's turn the topic to Darnold here. Obviously, it's one of the most remarkable stories that we have ever seen. Alex said, Jason, off the top of our show, if he wins this game, it is probably the greatest resurrection story that we've ever seen in football.
Yeah, I mean, we just showed a clip about underdogs. I mean, you can't have a guy that's been more of that in his career. And listen, start off as a high first-round pick. To fight your way back like that, I mean, it's remarkable. And especially last year, you have the season you do. Then you're discarded again. And then you're here to have the year that he's had, the way he's played in the playoffs. It's been truly inspiring, for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the thing that I think of is this. It always goes back to be a champion, you got to believe in yourself when nobody else does. That is this guy right here. All the teams pass on him. 4 teams pass on him. The Vikings, you're right, he wins 14 games. They get rid of him. Look at this year in free agency. Hey, Steelers, you think you wish you would have taken this guy? Yeah, you probably do. How about the Jets? Get him back? Yeah, probably. How about the Raiders? You glad you made that trade for Geno Smith? I don't think so when this guy was out there for every single team. Nobody believed, but he believed, and that's it. He hasn't in here. He's not at this spot if he doesn't go through the trials and tribulations that he has. That's what makes this kid so special. And Alex Smith, you're right. He wins this thing. Oh, my goodness.
Well,
the greatest story
ever. I got to ask Alex Smith a question. They put that chart up, and you talking about all those Hall of Famers on that list. What are you trying to say, Mr. Smith?
Just look at the company. I mean, those are guys we know on a first-name basis. Tom and Pat and Troy and Terry, right? Like, come on, it's Sam. That's crazy, right? We haven't talked about him like this. And I think his mindset and perspective is what is so unique. To go through what he's gone through and to keep the courage that he plays with, right? Like, I feel I've been there. I envy that. I didn't have that, and I'm not sure many people do. To go through that again, and the way he played a couple weeks ago in the NFC Championship game, the Rams were the team that had really given him fits this year. They knocked him out of the playoffs last year in Minnesota, kind of sent him on this trip. I mean, and he played, again, fearlessly. Big throw after big throw, the one you put up there over the middle, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, right? Again, I think it shows up today. This guy seems so unfazed by everything he's been through. It's remarkable.
Yeah, he played the biggest game of his career. In the biggest game of his career. Now this one tops that, and we'll see if he's able to do it. All right, a couple of weeks ago, Jason, you were with us, and Randy brought you in on You Got Mossed, which was all the fun in the world, and I'm told you brought a little something special for us.
That's right. That's enough quarterback talk. We're getting to You Got Blocked, baby. Okay? All right, let's tee it up here. We're going to start with Broncos right guard Quinn Miners. Look at the big fella getting downfield. Taking out one Cowboy, another Cowboy, as R.J. Harvey takes it in for the score. Miners did this all season long.
Look at this.
He is so physical, so athletic at the second level.
Get another one.
Look at the celebration, the hand in the air. I love to see the energy. This was unbelievable play by Miners. Hey, Shamar James, Elijah Clark, you got blocked.
Let's go, Britton Strange. You want to see one that'll knock the... Oh, my goodness. Out of somebody. I watched this kid's whole... Everybody in his family was hurt after this one. You know the words. You got blocked.
What y'all expect to see? A tackle, offensive lineman? How about first-team All-Pro Puka Nacua?
You're not putting a receiver in there.
As you can see right here, Puka Nacua taking 2. Wow, Oh, you know what, Thomas?
That's one.
Let's put a little extra syrup on that pancake block. Because he flexed on him. Hey, big fella, you cannot come on this show and now put a wide receiver on here, but you know what the words are.
You got blocked. All right, let me get in this thing. Let's go. Buccaneers at the Bills. Take a look at Bucks left tackle Tristan Wirfs pulling around. Look at the big man. Have a seat. Look at Sean Tucker taking it for the end zone. One more time. Look at big man.
One hand.
Running around. 78. Look at him. Look at the side.
Two hands.
Sitting down. Jordan high stepping, celebrating into the end zone. This is how it's done in the open field. Jordan Poyer, you know what it is.
You got blocked.
Oh, we got one more. Bears right tackle Darnold.
Oh.
I don't think you understand how hard this is. These are two full-grown men, and he is taking them for a ride up and out of the club. The down block on Shamar Stewart throwing a jump, taking out his own teammate. Hey, Shamar Stewart.
You got blocked. Oh, I love it.
You're saying that last one never happened, you're saying.
That is so rare. Guys are so good in this league. To catch a guy like that on a down block, to forklift him up out of there, that takes amazing strength, technique, all of it combined. Heck of a block right there by Darnold.
All right, the blocks have been served.
You had to get a receiver in there.
Well, I had to put a wide out in there.
Scary right there.
Randy will have the catches for you a little later. We'll do a Super Bowl edition of You Got Mossed. In the meantime, still to come here, it has been a wild ride all season long in the NFL. We got the best moments recapped in just a matter of minutes. Don't miss the images of the year and the sound bites you will never forget. Plus, the Hall of Fame welcomed 5 new members this week. We've got a moment you don't want to miss when Larry Fitzgerald was surprised by a special gold jacket guest.
With all my love, man, I want to welcome you to the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026.